Hi, I'm here. Welcome back to the channel, to M&E, and today we are in the backyard. And today I'm excited because we are getting rid of our old fire pit. This fire pit here, which is a very good fire pit, we've had it for many years and many fires. Well, the wife wanted something different. Well, not wanted something different. We'll rewind. We were at our friend's party on New Year's Eve, and he has a solo stove, and she really enjoyed the heat that put out, the lack of smoke, and the lack of embers that weren't popping and flying everywhere. Plus, we have pets, and they usually get singed or whatnot. So she sat by that, enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. She enjoyed it quite a bit. Came back for seconds. She never comes back for seconds at my fire pit. But I digress. So today we're going to clean all this up, take this away, and put it in a solo stove. But it's a SoloStove extravaganza. That's right, I didn't just get the solo stove. I got some accessories, if you will, to go along with it. All right, so without any further ado, let's get to it. So as you enter the fire pit here in the backyard, excuse the mess, it is winter, so a lot of things are closed down for right now. But this is the current one that we have. It used to have a dome, but after years of rain and whatnot, it disintegrated during one fire. So this is where we're working. And if you know anything about the solo stoves, they're they're not very big. This one's pretty wide and has a lip on it. You can sometimes put your feet up if the fire is not too bad, but you might melt your shoes eventually or burn yourself. So we're going to put the solo stove here and go from there. Oh yeah, all right, let's start with the solo stove itself. Is there the heat deflector and surround, the home base, and some utensils, and this cardboard box right here that's not labeled. I have no idea what's in that, so that'll be a surprise. Now, the awesome people at SoloStove were very kind to send all this to me after I paid for it on their website, and they shipped it out right away. I was very happy that I paid for it. This is not free, not a sponsorship. But hey, we'll see what happens. See if we like it, if I like it, and go from there. All right, let's see. Hopefully I get some of this done. I'm starting a little late in the day, I'm afraid, and it's a little chilly out, so we'll do as much as we can, and we'll follow up later if we don't get it all done. Well, I guess we should start with the most important. Fragile, must be Italian, as I drop it. All right, so I had to go put a long sleeve and get a little chilly out here. So we got the majority of it done. It took longer than I expected, but I had to go in a couple times and thaw out my fingers. So these are the tools. Cool. Of course, more styrofoam. I guess the next day from yesterday, it got late, it was cold, my fingers were numb. It was generally unpleasant to do things with your hands or your fingers when you can't feel them. So we did finish putting the surround on the SoloStove. We put the cover on, and we only have a few things today to go and finish up. And so far, this was actually really simple to put together, the surround. The instructions were really good. I didn't question anything that was going on or get confused. I did have one problem with the surround top, bolting those into the legs, because my fingers were numb and I just couldn't feel them going in. So I had to break out the impact driver and cheat. But that was pretty much it. And today we're going to finish up with, we still have the station, the heat deflector, the pellet adapter, and the Bonfire shield to unveil. So let's get to it. Well, it turns out that the unboxing of everything here and its assembly did not get recorded. What an idiot. Well, still new at this, and I forget sometimes. I get excited. I'm super excited about this stuff. So as you can see here, we have the heat shield. That's to the right. To the left, we have the Bonfire shield, which is for sparks and stuff. And the other one is a pellet adapter. There is no assembly required for those two. This one here just has 3 legs and some locking clasps that go over it, and you're done. So a lot of accessories for that, so we need somewhere to store it. So why don't we get to the big behemoth here. This one hopefully is just as easy to put together as the other one. It is quite large, but we'll find out. All right, so this is how it's set up right now. I don't know if it's gonna stay this way. It's still winter and I gotta clean up some things and make it look fresher. But it doesn't always look like this, I swear. But as you can see, you can not store your firewood. The accessories all fit inside. You have places to hang your utensils. I like it. I'm not so sure how long it's going to last, or if the wind and rain will not get there since the sides are, you know, open. Usually I keep the wood in the shed, which is the best place to keep it because it keeps it nice and dry. So we shall see. Later on we're going to fire this up and test it out with the attachments. Just not tonight, because tonight is a football game and I'll be emotionally unavailable. So I'll show you a quick shot and then we'll come back later for the fire video. Don't mind my shadow, that thing you see moving with the camera. Oh, voila! Same for the other side. And then you just strap them right there. But you can see where I'm talking about, how there's going to be gaps. So when it's windy and rainy, and it gets windy and rainy here, so I don't know how dry that stuff's going to stay. But sorry about the light, shadows. But yeah, can't wait to test this thing out. Well, the Lions game didn't go quite the way I wanted it to, and they lost and broke my heart again. Not that that's the first time, and it probably won't be the last. So we ended up having a fire that night. So right here you're seeing me try to put on the shield with two little pokey arm things that came with it. Yes, that's the technical term I'm giving them. It wasn't very easy. I did find out through other trying methods how to make those work properly. And yeah, so it did work. I don't know if I will be using this shield that often. You always have to get the little prongs and then wear your gloves because it is hot to reload the fire. So I don't think I'm going to use that. Now this, on the other hand, we used was the heat deflector. And this worked out pretty well. I was very impressed by it. I thought I would take away from the look of the fire pit, but it didn't. It actually made it look kind of cool, like something different. And it definitely deflects the heat down to your lower extremities, which is huge. You can be hot and warm up above, but if you're cold down below, well, you know what happens. Anywho, so we sat there, enjoyed the fire, listened to those pops. It was really a cool thing, and I'm glad that we ended up getting this fire pit. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up for a moment while you enjoy this wonderful fire. Hey folks, so it's the next day. The other night we lit her up and enjoyed the fire. It was quite nice, nice and warm. We also got a chance to test out the accessories that we got with it, the shield and the heat deflector, and those worked out for well. I must say that I don't know if I'm going to use the shield as much. It seems like it's more work when the fire's going. Plus, you know, stuff's still going to get through the mesh, but the heat deflector surprised me a lot, and I think it's well worth it. I can see us using that a lot. It was a huge difference from just having the fire going to putting that on and then going just from up here warm down to here. The dog loved it. She was laying right here, and she never lays by the fire. And with this surround, I feel like they've made it so that nobody can get hurt or burnt, including your pets, which is very important to me. So that was it. And so far we're very happy with it. And I'll be honest, sorry it's really windy today. Hopefully this is coming out okay. But initially I wasn't interested in getting this type of fire pit. To me, it looks like a trash can fire and doesn't look like the traditional fire pit that I'm accustomed to having. That's why when I saw that they had the surround, I'm like, well, I have to get that because I need to complete it and make it look like an actual fire pit and have a usable space that takes up just other than a little can. So I think they did hit a home run with that. Everything was super easy to put together. The only difficulty I had was that night it was quite chilly. Sorry, somebody let the dog out. It was really chilly and my fingers became numb and I was having problems bolting this thing together because I couldn't feel the bolts in my fingers together. It was just a mess. But we got through it and we enjoyed that fire the next night. Wine, cigar, it was great. So, is it worth the price tag? If you can afford it, I would say get it. Don't get all the accessories like I did. I just wanted to test them all out. I do like this. I'm concerned though, however, how it's going to hold up. It's not completely closed, so when it's windy and rainy, it's going to get wet here. So I might, get a custom cover just to put on this to make sure that it's completely free of getting any moisture from the outside in. But we'll see from that. We'll see what happens with that. Other than that, I'm very happy with the product. Like I said, 2 months ago, I would never have thought about getting this, but the wife was happy. She gives it 2 thumbs up. So if she's happy, I'm happy. And that's all that really matters. So if you're interested in SoloStove or the other brands, there are others like Brio or whatever, Tiki has one too. They do work. They put out a lot of good heat, burned that wood, and it was pretty smokeless. So I do like this one here, SoloStove, a lot. I like the accessories they have to offer. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description and go check them out. Okay, enough said, bye.